I am still me, yet I don't know who I am anymore. But I'll be okay. It's nothing more than a 6-month wait, because the advice is to reach out for help. Now I'm on the waiting list, waiting for a letter in the post, feeling forgotten all over again because it still hasn't come. Unless it was on the back of that gas bill. They'll drop the prices in summer. They always do. Shameless cuts freeze us out all year round. Break the stigma only gained ground from the people. They did all the legwork while sticky hands raided the pot. The government were too busy breaking the system to see the destruction, cutting funding when mental health was at its highest. Are they waiting for suicide to become the world's biggest killer? Or are they still calculating how much they can then charge for prescriptions? They have all been so busy, though, making us TV ready. I mean, Big Ben isn't going to repair itself. They must have weighed up the costs. At least if we break, it won't make London look less grandiose. Yet the local news has less scope to capture the world, stealing children's wheelchairs and sitting back whilst people lost their jobs. It doesn't make global news. Spending the money, releasing terrorists early and ignoring our broken soldiers on the London streets. Although they did move them on for the royal wedding. We can't have the world's eyes seeing our no soldier left behind motto distorted. The big Brexit parade was less sterling, more a bottomless pocket. Shame they had such short arms when it came to social care. Do you think Mr. Prime Minister would wait a week to see his doctor? Or send home help to his beloved relative for only a 10-minute slot? On the bright side, it saves them laying on a hospital floor. What did they do with all those hospital beds, I wonder? You'd like to think they gave them to a hostel or another worthy cause, but I guess they all got tossed into a skip. At least it would cover up all those medical files that shouldn't have gone in. I'll have a long time to ponder this. 6 months is the estimated time. It'll be April then. The MPs will be happy. That's when their wages go up 2k. The fortunate of us will gain half of that. Not their lower rate of 79,000 a year, but half the increase. Pretty generous, to be fair. Of course, not everyone will benefit. Redundancy and job cuts are still a big threat. I think the term for that is imminent. With so many empty shops, we are looking more deserted town than booming economy. I'm sure they will do away with the high streets at some point. Some developers with a clipboard are bound to appear soon. We need some more overpriced shoebox houses anyway, and the floodplain estates are nearly completed. They'll be just in time for the river to burst again. However, curbing the population has worked out well. The 2-child rule has secured less services than ever before. But it is cutting our carbon. No new mothers are now going to mother care anymore. Lowest birth rate recorded. Imagine our surprise when our kids are killing each other. Strangely enough, knife crime was at the highest last year. The remaining police are probably still doing the paperwork after they laid so many off. That, and I rarely see a copper about, so they must be so busy. Still waiting for this appointment letter. 180 odd days is a lengthy wait. By that time, they might have closed the centre. But I'm sure the actual professional I'm due to go and see will say it's all my anxieties or my mania making these thoughts race. What do you think, Mr. Prime Minister? You've cut the services that are dealing with this crisis. You will have been well informed of the role they play, so maybe you are now qualified to treat me. Or does that fall on deaf ears? Back to no comment? But you're smart with money. You even broke rules for your own financial gain. So you must know where you're taking us. Is there really a lack of money? I mean, I was looking forward to getting a floating paradise across the Thames. Imagine what that money could have funded. 43 million, like it grew on a money tree. Ironically, you wanted to build a bridge, but you ended up cutting down so many. The definition of conservative is adverse to change. But you cannot grow a country with your own agenda. Talk to the people living the life you'd never want, struggle on a wage that you would not work a day for, looking for help in places you have removed it, crying tears you could never understand. Walk those steps you took. Become one of the people so you can understand the impact it's having. I don't want to be governed by a wasteful government, one that sends our recycling all the way to Malaysia but can't send me to a specialist across the road. Okay, that's not strictly true. They will within 6 months.